Alright, I forgot to enable the microphone. So I'm starting the game now. I was waiting for Google to respond to me to the request I have, just so I can make a program work and whatever, but they are taking forever, so yeah. I'm just gonna wait. No, sorry, no, I'm just not gonna wait. I'm just gonna work with what I have, which is very limited, and hopefully it works. So yeah, yeah. I have Ace Attorney now. I'm kind of gonna be a bit low energy, maybe. Oh, I'm in the case already. So, gonna be a bit low energy today just because today was kind of tough day at work, let's say. But yeah. I feel like when it's a tough day at work, no one realizes. I never seem like I'm having a hard time, I feel like. Oh yeah, I mean, just to... When you have too many things on your mind, you're doing way too many things at once, your mind gets... You know, you're using your mind energy, okay? Your mental energy. So it's kind of... I am mentally tired right now, even though I have energy in the body. But yeah, the crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old monster. So yeah, it's like if I don't feel like yelling or doing something very energetic, that's why. Poor Maggie had passed out in a shock. It must have been real tough for her. How can she be a cop? She's gonna pass out like that. The maid didn't have any identification on him. We figured out who it was pretty quick, until the investigation went smoothly. Oh my god, deja vu. Not really deja vu, but I do. Oh, I already know. Okay, I'm gonna spoil something. I know why. I just reading that just told me who this guy is. Sort of. I can't say who he is. All I can say is that I know. Well, I don't know too much, but I know something. Okay, I know. Let's say I can't say anything though. I feel like any hint I say would be like a spoiler. When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket and a bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Yeah, so basically I think if I press that, you're gonna give me the answer just because that's what I remember. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Pretty good. Alright, you have 13 cups of coffee. It's incredible that I remember that. How the heck do I remember that it was 13? Yes, it's in my notes too. You know what? It's not that incredible because it's probably like while I was not playing the game, I did see my notes because they were just open. So yeah, like alright. It's just because I probably saw my notes yesterday. Anyways, cops equals 13, okay? I don't know. How the heck did I do this? The heck? Are you stupid? Okay. Objection. Objection. Last chance to convince the court you're a lawyer. Try it. Don't come to any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin. Oh my god, I am freaking all over the place. Oh my god. Then, what the heck is it that I have here that's not letting me move my mouse? Like, what? They have a bunch of paper here? Why do I... Dude. Because I am recycling, so I made the paper I have at home smaller, that's why. Ow! Oh no, I don't want to freaking check this. All I know is that I have too much on my table when it comes to cables. So yeah. So let the fun begin. The message. The crime was reported. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of a scary old man, sir. For me, I myself in a... Let me start with this. Scary old man. Detective Conchu. He's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? They whole abuse thing and seats. Seats. Ha! It was nothing. I caught this one with my teeth. I guess maybe the medical can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Must have been real tough for her. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:30. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at the time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. Would I like to have been on the scene myself? But you would have liked to have carried out the search too. Phoenix! Damn, man! Why is Phoenix... Dude, nah, 2 years passed and he's not as much of a boy. He's just started being an asshole and also now he's being a pervert. Would I love to see Maga sleep like that? I'm pretty peaceful. Okay, this is weird. You're a professional detective, Conchu. You're a professional bird watcher. Save the romances for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Conchu. The victim didn't have any identification on him. They have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, Paul. And he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone less intertwined than me, Paul. Oh, poor connection. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. We're not giving a bit of an edge. They're going onto something here. Forgot he was pretty quick until the investigation went smoothly. Safe here. Wait a sec! Huh? This is something up again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, that. Slow it down. Got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, never mind. There's no spoilers. I thought it was famous. That's what I was thinking. But no, I guess that's just... I remember wrong. That's just not how you figure out his identity. There's just a prescription bag. Okay. It seems Mr. Kalen visited his doctor before he went to Trebion. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the dog who prescribed the mist. That's not a reliable enough source for the court. Actually do. Should I leave this alone and ask to hear more? Let's ask about the health insurance, yeah? So the victim had no form of identification on him, correct? Yeah. And yet, before arriving at the restaurant, he went to see a doctor. Which means, he must have had his medical insurance card with him. Or maybe just paid out of pocket. I feel like that's likely. Oh, that's very true. The fact that it hasn't been found points to only one obvious conclusion. The victim's medical card was stolen. Why would anybody steal it? Huh. True, the victim didn't have a medical insurance card. But why? Because Mr. Crane didn't have medical insurance to begin with. Huh? As I thought, a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. A bit of an edge never hurt anyone. There's a bit of course again, Nick. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Explain for the court of events following the preliminary investigation. When Maggie was searched, we found a lottery ticket and a bottle of poison. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, is it possible someone planted that evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey, yeah! You have nailed it, Paul! Happens to me all the time. Yeah, at the department party the other day, and when I got home, dude, shut up. I was wearing the boss's shoes! Okay, it's not that bad. Objection! Keep up with this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So try it! Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to, if I had any. Appears to have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Bright. Continue with your testimony, witness. Oh, it has Maggie's fingerprints. Wait! What? When did they find this out? What's the context behind this? But this was found... Oh my god. This was found in the kitchen of Mr. Trevian. Of Mr. Armstrong. There's one my man the other time has my pocket with big stains. When I take a found them, dude. What? Yes, Maggie's fingerprints. How did you spread the fingerprints? Oh no! I knew it was found on Maggie. No, it was not found. Oh man! I'm trying to think. I feel like the only possibility, especially since it's odorless, is that she was asked to put it there. Like, maybe it's just like a condiment Jean usually has and she put it on coffee. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I thought, it wasn't it like a green bottle too? Oh no, I'm not sure about this, whatever. I am too tired to figure it out right now, honestly. And that was it, there was nothing else missing from the crime scene. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and a bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah! What about the bottle they found? Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah! The one that the restaurant owner took. You guys know this? Well, hold on with it! What a lucky guy, huh? You're just going to let him get away with it? It was just a $1, detective. I guess no one cares when you start little, except for Conchu. I don't find a hole in this testimony. A judge is going to hand down his verdict. Conchu doesn't give us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradiction if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. Maggie and Conchu are like Dumb and Dumber. I really hope it's not the word so dumb, that means something obvious. Come on, Conchu! Be the dumbest you have ever been! Wait a second. Why is that not in the evidence? So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well... Right, what if that's a poison? Actually, the bag we found was empty. Oh. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Got this in the dog before into carry on the bag is empty. Huh! You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you tried? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? The lady was searched for the bottle of poison. I disagree! Obviously, the freaking thing is missing. How can you not freaking do this without accounting for that? Like, you're really gonna move on from this? The bag is empty. If you have a prescription bag, it obviously has to be filled. Who carries an empty prescription bag? Detective Concho, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious as well, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to tribunal. Muerten, did the medicine disappear too? You? ¡A tu culpa! Oh, indeed! Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness! Why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most scary thing I have done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself! Oh, order! Order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? Huh. That's all. Okay. Huh. That's all. What? Objection. Before the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Or otolaryngological? What kind of illness was the victim suffering from? Mr. Godot. Hardelang illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? Then what only was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report, if you read the fine print. I found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at tribunal. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. What happened to it though? It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No. Nick!
If you don't think of something quick, it'll be over.
Just right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Let's push it. Only moments ago, Mr. Godo made the following statement. It seems Mr. Air correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trevian. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? Exactly. Why the heck are we gonna move on from this?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the air canal.
That doesn't change the fact that they could not be found at the crime scene. However significant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug will contain potassium cyanide.
It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waiter served will contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable! I punched my camera by accident.
Oh, that's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot? I got my witness that I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Mr. Kudo, the pigeon hater.
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick!
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
Wow, you took already like so many? Have I not been paying attention? I had 13 last I left. Then you're saying you have 6 left? You took that many? You took like 11? Didn't notice? Alright. There we go.
Court is adjourned for recess.
It's probably gonna take another one when I am back.
Phew, that was close.
Tell me about it. You nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I really did die a little bit. There's a real near died in there. I can't believe that the Concho how could he betray us like that? Huh? He said to help me. Why did he set me up?
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about the lies and the betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't want to see him again.
Oh no. We're going to.
So the next minute is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Number of waiters' outfits and projectile seats.
I mean, it's gonna be restored. I mean, it's pretty sad in his ways, you know. Yeah, it's a big old garage. Are you going to be able to handle it, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever it throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seats. Ah. Mm-hmm. January 7, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Verdi. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the local old-timer who called the show over a cup of coffee.
I'm not gonna freaking read this right now. I doubted it. I have a hunch.
Then please, tell the court. We are all ears.
Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail.
That's not the right voice. Whatever. Getting into this.
The young man was reading the sports paper. The sports paper. The servant brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
Sekudo, she's not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
Gah! You're as bad as the rest of them. All of these newfangled words, what's wrong with old-fashioned ones, huh?
Newfangled words?
All this talk of radios and glasses is worse than spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me.
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Bright.
Yes, Your Honor.
The young man was reading the sports paper.
Sports? How did you know what it was about? Oh, yeah, how did you know, actually? Is this yours? I think this is actually yours. How do you know it was a sports paper? So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elk?
I wanted to know if Godsend branded thing is geometry or not.
So what's looking at the sports paper the victim was selling, huh? And at the location in question. There are partitions with the tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there are?
So if you said that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at the table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
Ka! I got that person the cappuccino! I don't got to sit! I don't know which table I was sitting at!
I mean, you got her to head up with the waitress.
The Sevinger brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it!
Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Victor Kudo never makes mistakes! I thought every T crossed every eye!
See.
That's fine! The doctor said only need spectacles reading and driving!
I don't have any either. I really don't have any for this. It says I only really find me copying on the waiters.
I saw the Sevinger put in the cappuccino as well!
Better know what's coming up and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. Exactly. Whatever. I would like to ask what the witness. I would like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please?
Sir! There's a question about it. This because she's very consciously put some white powder in there.
Isn't this liquid? Did she really put that into the coffee?
You told me, boy! You took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in!
Couldn't you have been adding sugar?
Sugar! In a small brown bottle like that!
That! Witness, will you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? Huh, a bottle like this, perhaps.
Oh, there it is! There's a one!
It's a bottle of potassium cyanide, I suppose. So what did the kids put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Ah.
I meant to one sip. ¿Tú qué vas a entrar a point and then collapsed?
Oh, this is hard. It took just one sip?
You young'uns, you was everything! Those cappuccinos cost $6! In the good old days, we would have drunk every last drop in a cup and then died!
Congratulations, you have earned the title of pietiest man to guess a court. There was no immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible.
Oh yes, it's so powered without so much as a twitch. But the cappuccino just drank it or sour in my stomach.
Oh, yes. I know that feeling. On the waitress, I presume she is.
There's a staring girl, right there in the friend's chair. I remember her well.
You said I remember her well, in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by?
Particular features! It's a disgrace, that's what it is!
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her you know? She's like naked in the uniform!
So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear such a... But anyone could wear just such an uniform, even me! Mr. Bright! Please spare a code of any further mental anguish from the image.
Don't get excited, Nick! You've got to keep yourself together!
Guess I got a bit carried away.
There are things that I recognize about her too.
Seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Yes, let's go. Say more.
Sure, you saw waiters take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waiters was Maggie or not.
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant. Unless you attend to your testimony.
Sure, sir. There was a ribbon in her hair, and her straps were loose.
A ribbon? Wait, a ribbon? Yeah. You don't seem to remember details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face.
Gah! As if I wouldn't remember that!
The witness noticed the straps on the accuser's apron. It's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right! I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's something wrong with the witness's eyesight.
It's no doubt he remembers the witness pretty well. What should I do? I feel there's something more to this. Let me ask about the back, but there's the right answer, I think. He said it was red. Is it really red or is it orange? The frame you describe are all things you will see from the back. Whoa! I didn't even figure that. Yeah, because I guess it's in the straps. Hold on. Show that image again. I think this is another language barrier. Because we're talking about the straps. Okay, no. Is it? Maybe? Or maybe not language barrier, more like just knowledge barrier. One thing is that the straps, I was thinking they were kind of the things that hang from here. I just figured out who the killer is, by the way. I know it very well. I can figure it out too. By looking at this, you can figure it out. What was the other feature you identified? The bow. Okay. The straps. Why is that?
What?
The ribbon in her hair, the straps on her apron. What's the fascination?
Fascination?
People have all kinds of fetishes, right? We don't need to embarrass the witness.
Listen, you young pop stars! I've been gotten so sick extra fetish!
You certainly relevance to the witness's universal love of straps, Mr. Bright.
I was just curious as to why he was so fixated on the witness's straps.
I still haven't got the strap fetish! How many times do I have to repeat myself?
Very well. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Kudo, and make your statements.
You think we'll see they really saw Maggie do it?
Well, he probably had his eye on the waiters the whole time. That's why he was there.
We must have forget the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress.
I guess. She makes a good point, though.
Hey, you say something clever?
Wondering if the waiters Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie.
That's what we have to figure out, Nick.
You seem to Identifying features described are all things you will see from the back.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitresses from the front at all?
Ha! It's called your third crimes.
Wow, thank you for watching for me there. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons.
This is harassment! I tell you not! I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons! I just tell you what I saw!
Mr. Kudo, the core requires that you add details about identifying features. Features you observe from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure, sir. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
If I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet.
There wasn't anything to comment indoors about her when I saw her from the front.
Wow. Hold on. What about this? Maybe that's not enough. Glasses? You didn't find anything to be indistinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes?
No question about it! I didn't come this far to back down now, Mr. Kudo never backs down!
I bet that's not the answer I was looking for.
This is turning to a matter of pride for us hidden now, I guess. If you really to see Maggie's face or not.
But it's clearly from the front. Alright, I hope you accept this.
Objection!
Nice. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this.
Gah! The Philippine will sweat feels like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after I stop eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't. Do you think I'm the forgot something after just that, huh? Well, you have with a cloth. What? What is it? Everything outside you have with the cloth. There's big as eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron. It's the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning.
Huh?
As you said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you hadn't seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waiters from the front.
Oops.
Goodness! You can just oops your way out of this! Huh. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. It took a long time to drink coffee. I don't know if we drank a coffee while I was not looking. Listen, Trot. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. También the defendant Miss Maggie Berger. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup. This old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fact that the defendant made someone you said you remember seeing. You saw the cord exactly what you saw, Grumps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My nog is in perfect working order. I can remember a single occasion when I forgot what working customer wanted. He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times since blocking it out.
Very well. Let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. We already went through this. Can I just show you the map and prove that it's the no home? If you can only look from the back. You know what? If I skip by accident, just go to the end. This morning we have to say was that there's a how trivial the business memory is. Seems to me that the remembers are victim in a great deal of detail.
Oh yes, I thought you know what times you were so big about everything. How are you going to handle this, Nick?
You need to do one thing. You just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
You're stepping up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
Suppose, but it's what I do best. Oh.
It was only the one of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had the newspaper in his right hand, and the dusty press kept rustling its pages.
So... seeing from the back means that you must have been at least here. A newspaper. Is it a newspaper? You know, I am dumb. I can't. Okay, I just can't. I just can't. I'll maybe play later today, or maybe not today. I don't know. I'm not gonna play right now. I am done, dude. It's like whenever I do this to the extent where I'm like I can't do this anymore, I feel like I'm gonna pass out or something like that. So I don't want to keep doing this right now. Okay. I'm gonna be back maybe it's other day. I don't know. It's like recently just trying to get busy. I'm gonna share something I realized. It's getting annoying to me because every case is pretty long. This has been true for the entire series, but it's just very especially annoying now because I feel like whenever I play this game, it just takes the entire day away. But like I have so many things to do, okay? I have so many things to do. And it's like I either play this attorney or I do something that's productive. Like I feel like at this point it's better for me to play as attorney at the end of the day. But I play it right now because sometimes I feel like motivated, okay? Sometimes I feel like inspired or something like that. So I play it even when I'm not supposed to. So yeah, the day is not over. That's why I'm saying this. I play it when. So yeah, it's a tourney. It's a game, okay? And the game is gay. So what does this mean? Maybe make it shorter. Like I would like to do every case in one sitting, but it's just not possible. Like I really have to put everything else in the priority, and as a attorney, every case is just way too long. Like I don't do it. I just have to like do something else. Like there's things I don't want to do that I have to do. But it's like I can't like just say, okay, I'm gonna play Saturn, like after I play Saturn, I'm gonna do this. No, 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 no. It just doesn't work because it takes the whole day. So yeah, my explanation is very poor because I am tired. I'm just basically trying to say it's gonna be less me playing games and less as attorney. Because I want to put a lot of priority on things that are important. I feel like the time is running out. The walls are closing in. The great atomic power of a exaggerated swagger of a loving star is inside a bubble. And it doesn't take much for it to go, but every power is preventing it from going. So, yes. things have to be done for pig to be born. Anyways. I mean, it's when I used to say like I hate furries. I don't hate furries, but I used to say that. I never hated furries, but I used to say that. I kind of want to say that again, but there's no joke now. But before, I liked the joke of, oh, I hate furries. It was a bit more like banter and a bit more like tsundere. I don't know. It was funny. There were jokes tied to that. So yeah.